If you're reading the developing news stories on the horrifying scenes that happened in Las Vegas, it's natural that you might be feeling concerned, anxious, and understandably overwhelmed. For many of us, these recent acts of terror will provoke an instant reaction of anger and despair. News events can be most difficult for those with pre-existing mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, but feeling scared or worried at times like these is perfectly understandable. So how do you stay informed whilst remaining mindful of your own well-being? Here is the Miss Vogue Guide. Zoe Gardner. Choose your news source wisely. Different media outlets will cover the same stories in different ways. Large news organizations will often share as much information as they have been given, and this can often include first-person videos from horrific events. If the harsh brutalities and intricacies are making you feel distressed, it's advisory that you choose a news source that isn't showing a large amount of from-the-scene footage or imagery. Consider switching to Radio 1. Their regular newsbeat bulletins are up-to-date, colloquial, and presented in language that is detailed but not overcomplicated. The fact that it is only audio also offers the opportunity to place your own imagery on the event, which can be helpful in comprehending exactly what has happened without taking in distressing images. Also, do not disregard news round as being simply for children. Their coverage of the Manchester attack is being highly praised for making the message digestible for young people without missing any facts. They also do not use distressing imagery. If this is a trigger point for you, there's a reason these stories are making headlines when horrific events like this happen. The reason that people talk about these moments so much is that they are news, not regular occurrences. While this is much easier said than done, the best thing you can do is talk to your friends or family members for reassurance and scope on the situation. They are likely to have had similar feelings in the past and will be able to share some perspective on how they moved forward. Career girl Sarah Dow says it's okay to switch off if you feel like you need to step away from the updating headlines. It's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's imperative. If you're part of a conversation that is causing you distress or making your anxiety worse, politely excuse yourself or ask if the topic can be put aside for the time being. Head to your safe space, whether that's reading your favorite book, watching a comical YouTube clip, or making your favorite self-care snack until you're feeling a little less overwhelmed. You might find that having taken a moment out, you have a new perspective and are keen to engage in the matter with a fresh viewpoint. Stick to a routine. As anyone who has experience with mental health issues will advise, sticking to a routine is an incredibly helpful tool, and this will help regulate your body if you're feeling overwhelmed. Do you always make a cup of tea when you get home from school? Do that today. Do you always head out for a run while dinner is being made? Focus on making that happen. It's the little things that will have the biggest impact. Talk freely, but wisely. The best thing that can be done whenever you're feeling sad is talking about what's causing the upset with someone who you trust to listen well and offer the right sort of advice. It's worth being mindful about the others around you. Most people you know will be feeling a heightened level of worry over the next few days and coming weeks. Share your worries and listen back to theirs. Be mindful with what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with. 18-year-old Manchester terror attack victim's friends lead emotional tribute.